Pokharel. I'm so proud to see all of you guys here. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Today happened to be, my mom came from Nepal, and it's a blessed day to have a mother who raised me and to fight and the struggles and everything and continue to not to give up for the people, for the country. So very happy to have this moment. All of you guys coming in here means a lot to me. The biggest thing is, as I think about it, earlier Sujitji and Parshuramji mentioned, I know we have more candidates from Nepali background, but if you really look at it, in history, in American history, Nepali people have been living over here over 50 years. If you think about people from Sudan, I think they came 40 years ago. They already have the representation in the House of Congress. And we cannot wait until somebody do things for us. It's time for us to be up front, be there to represent the community. Nepal is a peaceful country. We always remember, right? Buddha was born in Nepal, right? We are very peaceful people, and let me share, last 2 months, I've been talking to a lot of different people, and every time I say I'm Nepali American, they get so happy. They always say Nepali, oh, they are very nice people. So happy to hear that. And thank to all of you guys to keep that, the impress on how people look at as a Nepali American. Today, in last 2 months, we have already collected over what the required is 1,000 petitions. But we don't want to stop there. We want to do as much as possible. Our goal is 2,000. Definitely need a lot of volunteers because it's very big area. That's what I look for it. Also fundraising, yeah, we are doing, but not in the sense that we wanted to. But we're not giving up. We're gonna try hard every day. Basically, one thing I want all of you to understand, that I'm fighting for unsung heroes. That means all the people working in intelligence community, their benefit, police force, they need a support. Also fighting for a firefighter. Recently we lost a firefighter in Sterling, and then it was so hard for me to see that there's a GoFundMe that should be established a long time ago to take care of the family. You got 3 kids in an elementary school. Also fighting for EMT healthcare worker. They worked tirelessly during the COVID, and this is not the last pandemic. We can always have that, but mentally, what goes through, want to fight for that. The other thing, those people working in the county needs to give some sort of stipend so they can afford to live in the county they work for. Unless they don't want to, that's totally different. Senior citizen, I am going to send the employee, when I get to the Congress, to their house so they don't have to go different places, bounce around to get a Medicaid. They are the one who worked so hard back in the days that we are enjoying America, what we have. Also fighting for the community college, free community college, so our kids can go to free community college without having any other burden, as well as no tax while they're in full-time student in community college. That's going to help our children to get that education. As far as the gun, as you know, there are so many mass shooting happens around in America. And I'm a military man. I'm well trained in different types of weapons. I love weapons. But the thing is, it's time we need to think about it. It's not a politics. It's a safety issue. Right? How can we save American? And I want to ask you that would you want to see your neighborhood nice, quiet, peaceful, or you want to see a bunch of them with an assault rifle walking around saying Second Amendment? What makes you feel better? So it's time for us to think about the safety of all of us, right? And the last is the immigration. I'm an immigrant. Some political leader says immigrant poised the country. I have not. I fought for this country. I deserve that respect for fighting for this country. And we all been doing in different ways to help the country. Everybody working that's helping the economy. So just because I'm an immigrant, don't label me. Sorry. But the change we need, it can only happen if we speak and fight for it. And that's why I'm here. And I'm not gonna let you guys down. I'm gonna fight every single day for the people, by the people. My first mission is the people. And I'm here to represent all. I never fought for Democrat or Republican. I fought for American. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. All the senior citizens, they're not been taking care of this district. As you see, my mom, 81 years old. All of them, I will treat them as my own parents. Where we came from is what we learned. When we're kids, our parents take care of us, and when we get old, it's time for us to take care of our parents. So all the senior citizens, I will treat them same way to make sure they have everything they need. And I'm very open. I will always listen to you. My every policy is going to be working together with the constituents. What do they need? What do they want? And that's my job, to fight for you. You can count me as your servant leader. And I am not going to be one, like I have always been, committing to the country and fulfilling all my commitment. And my commitment to all of you in this district, that I will be the loudest voice in the Capitol, and I will be the first line defense for the constituents on the District 10. Thank you very much. I do ask all your support, all your help to get there, to make the change. That's what we need. Thank you.
It's been 40 years in the making. Nepalese have finally arrived in the scene. So this is the time that we need to make sure that our voices are heard. Not just the Nepalese, it's for South Asian community as well. And along with South Asian community, there are lots of issues. It's just not just the immigrant issue. There's like in healthcare issues, there's economic issues and everything else. So those would be championed by Yedriyan. So now that we are convinced about the candidate, how do we go about making sure that he wins, right? So one of the things that we have thought about along in the campaign, there are different strategies and how we can go about all of that. And we will talk a little bit about this as the program progresses today, to learn more about what Yedriyan thinks about different topics, including healthcare, immigration, economics, all kinds of issues, border policy and all that, and even veteran issues. But prior to that, I want to actually invite Neeraj Gorkhali so he can come in and give us a little bit of an outline of the program and how today's program is going to unfold, so that he can explain and introduce some of the team members of who's working on this. And hopefully that will allow us to better interact with you. The plan is essentially like, we're expecting about almost about like 75,000 primary voters on June 18th. And once we have about 30,000 votes, I think Yedriyan's going to win this. And when he wins, we all win. All right, so how do we get to that and all that? But prior to that, I just want to invite Neeraj here to outline the day's event and how we are going to proceed and introduce the rest of the team members. Neeraj, please come on in.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming out here on a beautiful day. So, this is already a auspicious day because of the weather. Thank you for coming out. The main thing is, first thing I want to say is why I'm doing this, right? So, this is a historical moment. There are so many Nepalis here that haven't been represented. It's time that we get represented a bit, It's a time that our voices are heard as well. And even in the Asian community, Nepali communities have a very good reputation in that sense, right? We're very hardworking, honest people. And it's about time that we have someone that represents us in Congress itself. Now you might be asking, so how can I help? How can I help move this forward? The main thing is every hand, everyone, volunteers help. So what we want to do is basically create a volunteer base, right? Sign up. There's a sheet here. You can sign up. You can scan this code. And it'll basically ask you for your contact information, obviously, and also when you're available. And it doesn't have, it could be a couple hours a week. It could be 3-4 hours a week. What type of nature can you develop? Can you stay home? You can stay home and make calls. You can stay home and help us put the data in. Or even you can go out in your neighborhood, hand them out. We have door hangers. There's a room right next door. Make sure you grab whatever you can and just let us just sign up of what materials you're taking. Yard signs, posters, door hangers. And when you talk to people, one of the things is you must know is, are they registered to vote? That's the main thing. To make sure they're registered to vote and they know when to vote. A lot of people know when the general election is, obviously, because there's a lot of media for that. But people don't know necessarily that we have a primary that's on June 18th. And that is very necessary to get the word out. That there's a primary election that we need to win first. Then we can go into the general, obviously. But we need to mobilize people, let them know, make sure they're registered and to vote on June 18th, right? So first thing, make sure they're registered to vote. Second thing, they know where their polls are. And even in our card that we have that information in the back. So where do I vote? What district do I lie in, right? That all that information is on the back side that you can get. So first thing is to make sure you yourself are registered to vote so you know where your area is to vote. So you can have that. So when you go talk to people, you basically like, this is our area, this is where we're gonna vote, this is the date, and this is when we can start early voting as well. Those are some primary informations that word of mouth can help, right? We're very good, we Nepalese are very good at spreading word from word of mouth. So let's do it, let's use our skills to get that happen. And then just sign up so we know when you can volunteer. We can use help even if it's 2 hours a day. If you're out, even if you just need a space to work, you say, I can come into the office and just be an office person for a couple hours. That way when people come, there's somebody always here to pick up stuff, right? If they want to come by, they're driving by and want to pick up some yard signs, posters, that'll be available as well. So getting the message out and volunteering is what we want to focus on first, right? It's like a nucleus. You start, you can, and if depending on how active you are, we need captains in that area. That's why one of the information we need to know is where do you live? Because we need to know where the gaps are, right? We know that there's a bunch of people that live here, there, that can cover it, but where do we not have the people? That's also very essential for us to know. So to know where you live, your address, and if you're willing to be the captain in that area. In the sense that I will go, this is my area, I know this area, and I'll take responsibility. Right? Basically, after so you need to take, if anybody wants to be responsible for it, let us know. And there's a sign-up sheet. Let me know what size t-shirts you want. When you go out there, have a t-shirt on, right? So it just shows that you're a captain. We'll have stickers saying, I'm standing with. So when you walk down and like, yeah, they know who you're supporting. It's about visibility, right? Once you see it, then it's in the back of your mind, right? So even when you see Yedriyan, it's like, oh, you're running for Congress. People know. And even when they go to the ballot, they see the name. This is the name I know. And they'll vote, right? So it's about visibility. It's about getting volunteers and getting participation, even no matter how small it is, financially or physically, no matter how small it is, it counts. Because this is this is basically every little hand counts that we need to get out there. We need to help be part of a historical moment, right? If this is not just, this is for the U.S. Congress. This is not a joke. This is a historical moment, right? And you can even later be like, I was a part of this historical moment to make this happen, and you were made this happen, right? Look how many people are. You are the core people that initially were here, right? Once we get into polls, I'm sure there'll be 1,000 more, but you are the initial people, right? You can be the captain. You can be the leader that actually make this happen. So that's my little request. Let me know how you can happen, and I'll coordinate it. I'll get you the resources you need, the things you need, and I'm always open. Send me an email if you think this is something we should do. Every idea helps, right? So that's all I'll say that, and So you want to take the floor again?
All right. Thank you. So I just want to, at this moment, we're playing a little bit slightly differently. I want you all to kind of go around the room and for 30 seconds, just say something about this campaign.
भएकाले अलिक गाह्रो भयो मलाई सबै कुरा भन्न जुन दिन मैले उहाँको उम्मेदवारी कुराहरू सुने त्यसले अत्यन्तै एक्साइटेड बनायो र मैले गर्ने कामहरू के हुन्छन् भनेर भन्दा धेरैवटा चाहिँ पिटिसन फर्म दिँदाखेरि लगभग सबैभन्दा 200 जना जतिको पिटिसन मैले उहाँकै हातमा बुझाएको छु र मैले मेरो क्षमताले भ्याएसम्म डोनेसन पनि गरिसकेको छु र मेरो क्षमता र मेरो नेटवर्कमा आएका साथीहरू सबैलाई आह्वान पनि गरेको छु एउटा नेपालीले एउटा इतिहास बनाउँदैछ त्यसकारण यो इतिहास बनाउनको लागि हामी सबैले सहयोग गरौँ भन्ने आग्रह गर्दै मेरो 30 सेकेन्ड यही अन्त्य गर्छु। धन्यवाद।
नमस्कार हजुर, म गणेश घिम्रे, म चाहिँ इलिनोइबाट यहाँ घुम्न आएको। यही घुम्ने मौकामा यो अवसर पाएँ। हजुरलाई अब शुभकामना। अब यहाँको भोटर चाहिँ होइन, तर अब भोटर हुनलाई प्रयास अब कोसिस गर्दैछु होइन। अब मैले के सक्छु म सहयोग गर्छु र सबैले सहयोग गर्नलाई आह्वान गर्दछु।
नमस्कार, म माधव पोखरेल, 10th डिस्ट्रिक्ट सेन्ट्रलमा बस्छु। सुरुदेखिकै उहाँको जुन साहस अनि एउटा चाहिँ नेपालीले चाहिँ गर्नुपर्ने हाम्रो कम्युनिटीमा त यो त ठुलै कुरा हो। त्यसले गर्दा जबदेखि उहाँको यो पार्टमा उहाँहरू यो कङ्ग्रेसमा उठ्न खोज्नुभयो त्यही एक्साइटेड छु र मेरो आफ्नो सेक्टरबाट कति के गर्न सक्छु म स्वागत गर्छु।
त्यही माथि पनि पोखरेल भन्ने
एड्रियन पोखरेलको चाहिँ जुन मिसन छ कङ्ग्रेस पर्सनको नोमिनेसनको लागि जुन अगाडि बढेर उहाँले चाहिँ उपलब्धि हासिल गर्न जुन लाग्नु भएको छ त्यो हामी सबैको लागि गौरवको विषय हो। अनि हामीले सबैजनाले जुन जुन स्थानबाट जे तरिकाले उहाँलाई सहयोग गर्न सकिन्छ त्यो सहयोगको लागि चाहिँ हामी सबैसँग हात अगाडि बढाउँ र सबैलाई अनुरोध गरौँ। यो हाम्रो अघि साथीभाइहरूले भन्नुभयो जस्तो यो एउटा हाम्रो इतिहास रच्ने बेला पनि हो र हामी सबै नेपाली पहिचानको लागि लागेका छौँ भने यो अपर्च्युनिटी हामी सबैजनाले यसलाई स्वागतको साथमा हामीले चाहिँ यसलाई भैँसेमा होस्टे गर्नुपर्छ र आवश्यक सबै किसिमका सहयोगहरू उहाँलाई चाहिँ जुटाउनको लागि हामी सबैले चाहिँ तत्परता देखाएर मनैबाट आफ्नो मनमुटुबाटै चाहिँ के भनेदेखि सहयोगको लागि लागि परौँ भनेर म आफ्नो व्यक्तिगत तर्फबाट र परिवारको तर्फबाट मेरो सहयोग रहनेछ र सबै समुदायसँग हात अगाडि बढाउने काम मेरो तर्फबाट हुनेछ भन्दै म तपाईलाई विशिङ अल द बेस्ट एडभान्स कङ्ग्रेचुलेसन्स भन्दै
Pokharel. I'm his wife. I'm his first supporter. I believe in my husband and thank you all so much for helping him. Thank you.
I will fully support Yedriyan Pokharel and I'll encourage and ask for everybody to support Yedriyan. Let's vote for Yedriyan. Yay! Yay!
Hello and namaste. I'm Dave Upreti. I am a resident of Virginia 10th District. So Yedriyan is a friend. Yedriyan is a Nepali. Yedriyan is a South Asian. Yedriyan is an American. Yedriyan is a disabled veteran. Also supported Intel community. Of course, I'll be here for him. Of course, there is no, no question about that. But the reason after today, I will continue to support him and even amplify my support, our support, is just because of the agenda items that he listed a bit earlier. र त्यो कारणले म उहाँलाई मेरो तर्फबाट फुल्ली सपोर्ट छ र हजुरहरू यहाँ हुने र यो लाइभ टेलिकास्ट अथवा भिडियोमा हुने सबैलाई आई रिक्वेस्ट humbly request to support him not only with votes but also moving.
हालेको देख्दाखेरि धेरै धेरै आशीर्वाद छ।
11 डिस्ट्रिक्ट हो तर यहाँ चाहिँ म एज अ फेलो भेटरन सपोर्ट गर्छु हजुरको सबै कुराहरूलाई अनि for moral support I'm here for you.
Many struggles during the time he's serving the country, and I think it's a great deal. And he has a wonderful ideas that could really affect my children in the long run. And I support him. He's a veteran. He fought for democracy, and he wants to be part of it now. And I wish him all the luck. He's a very deserving candidate, and I support him. And I wish him all the luck. And on top of that, he's a Nepali American candidate, and it makes it much better. And congratulations.
But look at his background and history, the years he served in the nation. for the country, and then with the background he brings to the table. He's a perfect candidate. Everything he does, the way he speaks, he supports the community and encourages other people. He's well deserving. And this time is not the time to think about Democrat or Republican. I want everyone to vote him. I'm not Democrat. Truly, I'm not a Democrat. I'm here because of his background and his, the way he leading the. We didn't know it 3 months ago. We didn't know him. Now look at here how many people, gathering for his success, and it's a history making. Let your kid involved. Let everybody involved and be a champion. Good luck.
तपाईलाई तपाईको लुपहरुमा तपाईलाई फाइट तपाईलाई यति अट्याक गर्नेछन् मान्छेहरुले पछि तपाई जति स्ट्रङ बन्दै जानुहुन्छ तपाईलाई त्यति अट्याक गर्नेछन् त्यतिखेर तपाई यो भन्दा मोर स्ट्रङ हुनु पर्ने छ त्यतिखेर हाम्रो सपोर्ट तपाईलाई सधैँ छ
सार्वजनिक सेन्टरमा बस्छु मैले जब थाहा पाएँ नेपाली मुलुकका चुनावदेखि हाम्रो नेपाली भएका चुनावमा उभिनु हुनुहुन्छ भने थाहा पाएन खुसी लाग्यो आज म उहाँलाई फर्स्ट देख्न पाएँ मेरो तर्फबाट हुने जति पनि साथ सपोर्ट हुन्छ म गर्नेछु र उहाँको चाहिँ उहाँको आगामी दिनमा हुने जुन जितको सम्भावना छ त्यसलाई धेरै धेरै शुभकामना
So I want to tell you a little bit about why he's running and how we are going to win that, right? So some of the things that we are looking into is we've done a deep voter analysis, right? So in this, we are expecting approximately about 75,000 to 100,000 primary voters on June 18th. So if you go on June 18th and vote for him, there's a good chance. So we've done that. We're going to expand on that strategy. We have a robust digital presence. We want to make sure that every voters in the 10th district knows about his candidacy. That's the first thing, right? So they need to know about his candidacy. We will be mobilizing grassroots and volunteer networks. That's why, as earlier said, we need to increase this concentric circle so that from you add 2 more people. Those 2 people will add 2 more people. So that's how we increase this volunteer network. We will be targeting on key messages. What are some of the key messages that's of interest to the 10th district voters? We'll be engaging community engagement and visibility. This is part of that community engagement and visibility today. By today's event, we hope to attract a lot more volunteers on this. Another friend from out of state, Illinois, was earlier saying how it could help. Fundraising is a big thing. Fundraising strategy, we need to currently, Yedriyan's opponents have already raised over $700,000, right? So that's quite a sum. So just to give you a perspective, if you want to run a TV ad in Virginia market, this DMV market, for 1 week to have some sort of influence, it takes about $500,000 to $600,000. So that's quite a healthy sum. So for that, we need help from all over the Nepalese in all over U.S. Obviously, 3 things: you have to be either U.S. citizen or resident, and then there are some other issues as well. You have to be 18 years old and in good standing. We'll be coalition building. He's already been to separate communities. He's been to Afghan communities, he's been to Sri Lankan communities, he's been to Vietnamese communities, he's been to Chinese communities, he's been to Korean American communities, he's been to Spanish communities, he's been to Mexican American communities. So he's going to continue to reach out to those communities as well and build that. And media relations, we also have a plan in place that's going to hopefully materialize as we go along, and we'll have a public relations offensive as well. And one of the things, for those people who cannot get on the vote, go out and vote on June 18th, you can do an early and absentee ballot voting. That's one of the most important things you can do. You can sit on your home and you can still vote and get out and make sure that you win. If you get 25,000, he's in. And this is primarily a blue district, meaning that for the last couple of elections, almost like 56 to 58% was garnered by the Democratic candidate. So if we get past the Democratic primary, then we will probably win. And last but not the least, get out the vote. Election day operations. For the 2 weeks preceding election day, we'll need hundreds of volunteers knocking on the doors and making sure that people go out and actually vote so that he can win. He can represent us, he can represent our issues, he can represent what it means to be us, and he can represent why he's fighting for this, for the unsung heroes, and he can make sure that the immigrants do make America great again. With that, now we are going to conclude this session. We have a little bit of break. After the break, then we have a question and answer session with the candidate.
जस्तै ह्युस्टनमा गएर सोध्यो भने धेरै मान्छेलाई थाहा छ त्यति अहिले कति वर्ष अगाडि भयो एकजना ऊ र म गाडी चलाएर हिँडिरहेको थियौँ पानी परिरहेको थियो कलेज नजिकै एकजना पानीमा भिज्दै भिज्दै हिँडेको देखेँ मैले नेपाली जस्तो छ भाइ भनेर भने त्यसपछि मैले झ्याल खोलेर भाइ नेपाली हो भने हो भने ल गाडीमा छिर गाडीमा आयो अनफर्चुनेटली त्यसको 2 हप्ता 3 हप्तापछि 4 जना भाइहरू एकजना डालास वेकोबाट आएको उहाँलाई छोड्न भनेर फर्किँदै गर्दाखेरि त्यो एफएम रोडमा 2 वे भनी 18 व्हिलर आइरहेको थियो यताबाट उनीहरू आफ्नै लेनमा गइरहेको थिए तर 18 व्हिलरको पछाडिबाट एउटा ज्यागुआर 80 को स्पिडमा आएर हेड टु हेड कोलिजन भएर all of them died है अब मैले भन्न खोजेको I always been there for the people when I could त्यो बेलामा डोर टु डोर ग्यास स्टेसन टु ग्यास स्टेसन बिजनेस टु बिजनेस गरेर $1 कलेक्ट गरेर उनीहरूको लास पठाउनलाई मैले एनएच नेपाली ह्युस्टन एसोसिएसन ह्युस्टनलाई बुझाएको हो होइन त्यस्तै जति पनि नेपालीहरू आए चिनिन्थ्यो उनीहरूलाई आफू बिजी हुँदै पनि गएर ड्राइभिङ सिकाउने ड्राइभर लाइसेन्स दिने जागिर लगाइदिने गेस्ट भनेर राख्ने टाइमसम्म एउटा अपार्टमेन्ट खोजिदिने वाट एभर आई कुड मेरो चाहिँ त्यो सधैँको पहिलेदेखिकै इच्छा हो अब अहिले पनि हेरिराख्नु भने मसँग त एक्लै म जागिर सधैँ थियो नि मजाले बसिरहेको थिएँ आफ्नो परिवार सबै कुरालाई साइडमा राखेर एउटा केही गर्छु भनेर आएको हो किनभनेदेखि अब हामी त नेपाली सधैँ के भन्छौँ सेवा नै धर्म हो होइन त्यही नै गर्न खोजे हो अन्यथा नसोच्नु होला त्यो टाइमभरि पनि म देशकै सेवामा जुटिरहेको थिएँ अब चाहिँ देशबाट जनताको सेवा